Have you ever imagined being behind the wheel of a Dodge Charger, waiting for the adrenaline rush, only to be surprised by an engine that turns into a real nightmare? Today, we're going to explore some of the most problematic engines to ever come through this iconic line. Believe me, you'll want to stay until the end to find out which one is considered the worst engine of all time. Prepare to unearth stories of frustration and disillusionment that have left many drivers questioning their choices. Let's go. We start our list at number 20, Dodge 3.5L V6. Introduced in the late 1990s, the Dodge 3.5L V6 stood out as a common choice, but it didn't please many. This engine, destined for high expectations, left a negative mark due to its durability problems. With 3.5 liters of capacity and a 24-valve configuration, the V6 engine promised efficiency. However, its electronic fuel injection was not enough to make it an attractive option compared to competitors or V8 engines. After reaching about 100,000 miles, many owners faced serious problems. Overheating and internal component failures turned this promise of power into a true mechanical nightmare. Sports car enthusiasts often turned away from this engine, which was criticized for its weakness compared to beefy V8s. The 3.5L V6 was seen as the walking bomb of the Dodge Charger, and not by chance. At number 19, Dodge 2.7L V6. The Dodge 2.7L V6, used in entry-level Charger models, was designed to be economical, but failed to deliver the reliability drivers expected. This unfulfilled promise left many disappointed. This 2.7-liter V6 engine stands out for its aluminum block and head, which give it lightness. But this lightness comes with a price. Robustness has been compromised, leaving many drivers nervous behind the wheel. 2.7L V6 failures generally appeared between 80,000 and 100,000 miles. For many, the solution was to replace the engine before even reaching the expected mileage. And you, have you ever experienced this with your car? Although its design was promising, the engine was overshadowed by recurring problems such as a high rate of oil pump failures and valve clearances, leaving a trail of frustration among owners. How reliable can this engine be? At number 18, Dodge 3.9L V6. During the 1990s and early 2000s, the 3.9L V6 engine became the standard for many Dodge models, but its fame is marred by puzzling performance issues. How did he become the villain of so many stories? This engine was a 3.9-liter V6, equipped with multi-point injection and an electronic ignition system. At first glance, it looked promising, but appearances can be deceiving, don't you think? Owners faced transmission failures within the first 100 miles. With complaints about severe wear, many began to question what was really going on under the hood. It was known for its excessive oil consumption, leaving many drivers perplexed. How did such a problematic engine get through engineering? The doubt persists and the story becomes more interesting. At number 17, Dodge 5.2L V8. The Dodge Charger is an icon, but some older versions faced serious technological problems that broke drivers' confidence. Those who love the brand know that not everything that glitters is gold on the road. Equipped with a robust 5.2-liter V8 engine and fuel injection, this engine promised power, but was far from perfect. Valve problems have become a headache for many owners, undermining the driver's experience. Imagine having your Charger reliable until it reaches between 150,000 and 200,000 miles, and then, boom, a head failure ruins everything. This is what many drivers have faced, leaving them frustrated and in need of expensive repairs. Some models had an unwanted reputation. They consumed more fuel than imagined. The ECU mapping problem has left owners feeling like they are filling a bottomless pit, mercilessly emptying their pockets. At number 16, Dodge 4.7L V8. The Dodge 4.7L V8 was used in several versions of the Charger, but its popularity plummeted due to known serious problems. It's no wonder that many owners ended up letting go of this problematic engine. This 4.7-liter V8 engine features multi-point injection technology, promising performance, but it doesn't exactly deliver, a promise that left something to be desired, as many discovered. Users frequently reported fuel pump failures and inconvenient oil leaks. At around 80,000 miles, many were making regular visits to the mechanic, a real nightmare. It produced a symphony of noises that some called V8 signature, but let's face it, many were frustrated by its lack of high RPM performance. It was more noise than speed. At number 15, Dodge 6.1L HEMI V8. The Dodge 6.1L HEMI V8 was designed to be a track titan, but it hasn't been immune to reliability criticism. Did the fame for his performance hide a bigger problem? This 6.1-liter V8 engine is robust and made with high-performance components. It accelerates like a rocket, but does that power come at a painful price? The shocking truth is that many engines begin failing connecting rods and bearings after just 60,000 miles, especially in cars that were driven frequently. That's enough to make any engine lover think twice. Buyers were often advised to modify the ECU to avoid drastic failures. Who would have thought that to maintain a powerful car, you would need an upgrade to avoid becoming a basket case? At number 14, Dodge 5.7L HEMI V8. The Dodge 5.7L HEMI V8 is loved in many models, but get ready. Electrical and ignition problems became a real nightmare. Have you ever faced a car that won't start because of electrical faults? It's a frustrating experience. This 5.7-liter V8 engine is famous for its power, but the electrical system is a real challenge. Imagine yourself ready to accelerate and suddenly the car hesitates. A real betrayal for those who love speed and adrenaline. On the roads at 70,000 miles, many drivers have come across failures in the ignition system. The stress was palpable, and what was supposed to be fun became a test of patience. Did you know that this left many owners scratching their heads? Enthusiasts often tinkered with this engine, trying to tune it to their liking. The result? A mountain of problems not covered by the warranty. If you've ever tried to improve something and it only got worse, you know what I'm talking about. At number 13, Dodge 3.6L Pentastar V6. Introduced in the 2010s, the Dodge 3.6L Pentastar V6 engine promised reliability, but quickly found itself embroiled in controversy due to design flaws that left many drivers frustrated and disappointed. This 3.6-liter V6 engine features aluminum construction and a direct injection system. But these impressive specifications were not enough to guarantee its day-to-day durability. Owners have reported excessive wear on the timing chain, with failures often occurring before they even reach 100,000 miles. A real walking bomb on the road. As a newly introduced design, the Pentastar drew swift criticism for its performance and reliability, leaving many to wonder, was it worth all the fuss? At number 12, Dodge 2.4L i4. The Dodge 2.4L i4 is the engine that made many car lovers shudder. Used in more economical versions of the Charger, it simply failed to exceed expectations. A real fiasco in the muscle car line. This 2.4-liter inline-4 engine had a focus on fuel economy, but ended up being a stumbling block for enthusiasts. The promised efficiency quickly became a trap for those looking for power. Excessive wear on the valve systems manifested itself early, with complaints appearing as early as around 80,000 miles. For many, this made the 2.4L i4 a real troublemaker on the road, leaving drivers frustrated. This engine was an experiment in durability that failed miserably. Fuel economy came at the expense of performance. For many, it was more of a misstep than a viable solution, and the charming Charger deserved better. At number 11, Dodge 6.4L HEMI V8. Although the power of the Dodge 6.4L HEMI V8 is widely recognized, the engine is also criticized for sealing failures that can lead to major problems. Are you ready to discover the dark secrets behind this monster? This 6.4-liter V8 is a true performance giant, equipped with an engine management system to maximize power. But does this incredible engineering compensate for the flaws that arise over time? Unfortunately, some models have faced serious problems with cylinder seals, resulting in them breaking down before they even reach 50,000 miles. Think quickly. Would you risk investing in a car that can keep you on the road? Although this engine's exhausts offer a sound that makes any car lover sigh, quick repairs sometimes turn into a heavy financial burden. Is the excitement worth the cost? At number 10, Dodge 5.9L V8. The Dodge 5.9L V8 was successful in trucks, but when placed in the Charger, its problems began to appear. Did you know that many drivers regret this choice? These engines brought troubling mechanical failures to light. The 5.9-liter V8 engine had a robust structure, but was not outstanding in reliability. Fuel pump errors were common, making many Chargers a real headache, a real nightmare for owners. After 100,000 miles, the situation got worse. Transmission failures and overheating have become routine for many. For those of you who love speed, knowing this will leave anyone in shock, this engine was not up to the Charger's legacy. Mechanics warned that preventative maintenance was vital. Ignoring this was like playing with fire. What could be a powerful machine became a walking bomb if it was not well looked after. And would you take on this challenge? At number 9, Dodge 7.2L V8. The Dodge 7.2L V8 was a hit in the 70s, but its durability was a lottery. Some drivers loved it, while others simply couldn't trust the engine they were driving. With impressive power, the 7.2L V8 was a dream on wheels, but if you didn't want to drown in overheating problems, you'd better think twice before accelerating. Imagine being in a race and seeing your head fail and throw everything down the drain. This engine was a time bomb, and if you were in a race, the fear of failure was always in the air. The joy of owning a Charger quickly turned to frustration with high maintenance costs. Many owners wondered if the adrenaline rush of driving was worth the pain in their pockets after crashes. At number 8, Dodge 4.0L V8. The Dodge 4.0L V8 is a real challenge for enthusiasts. With performance barriers that left a lot to be desired, many drivers saw it as a bad choice, where dreams of speed were exchanged for constant frustration. Initially, the 4.0-liter V8 seemed promising, but the reality was cruel. Engine with a promise of strength, but which soon became one of the most undesirable in the line, frustrating the expectations of many who expected performance and power. If you thought that a V8 engine was synonymous with durability, think again. With problems appearing as early as around 70,000 miles, this engine required constant maintenance, becoming a nightmare for owners who thought about freedom on the road. This engine has become an icon of reliability debates. While other cars displayed robust performances, the Dodge 4.0L V8 made its mark as a reminder that power doesn't always mean durability. At number 7, Dodge 2.3L i4. The Dodge 2.3L i4 excelled as an economical engine, but make no mistake, its lack of power was noticeable on any road. Those looking for adrenaline would most likely not be satisfied with this bitter option. With an i4 engine of just 2.3 liters, the intention was clear: to save fuel. But contrary to expectations, leaving performance aside made many regret it when accelerating deeper. As the odometers reached 120,000 miles, the problems began. Complaints about transmission failures appeared all the time. A real nightmare for owners who wanted durability and reliability, this engine was often a secondary choice. For those who value efficiency over performance, it was the only option. But for lovers of speed, this engine could only be seen as a huge disappointment. At number 6, Dodge 3.0L V6. The Dodge 3.0L V6 may be unknown to many, but it has left its mark on Charger history. An engine that, although forgotten, had a lasting impact on the brand's reputation. This 3.0-liter V6 was not only used in the Charger, but also in several compact car models, showing that even big brands could make mistakes when choosing engines. With a reputation for having a short useful life, this engine had valve failures after 80,000 miles, leaving many owners desperate and frustrated with their choices. The 3.0L V6 was one of the first signs that experience is no guarantee of success, proving that even the giants of the automotive industry can slip up with their innovations. At number 5, Dodge 5.0L V8. The Dodge 5.0L V8 engine has stood out in many of the brand's models, but not without facing significant challenges along its journey. He was a brave heart, but the battle wounds were visible. This powerful 5.0-liter engine has attracted many buyers with its promising robust power and engaging sounds. After all, who doesn't love the roar of a V8? But as we will see, behind this attraction there are shadows. Unfortunately, What many didn't know was that this famous engine was known for its piston failures after high kilometers. Many drivers have been disappointed, never exceeding 90,000 miles without problems. Brand enthusiasts often debated crucial modifications to keep this engine in shape. The community was always looking for valuable tips to improve the efficiency and durability of the 5.0L V8. At number 4, Dodge 6.0L V8. The Dodge 6.0L V8 is known for its impressive power delivery, but its name is often surrounded by questions about durability. A true giant that many have not been able to take far on the road. With a 6.0-liter V8 engine and advanced management technology, it felt like a dream come true. But did this innovation really deliver unprecedented performance or just illusions? Problems with cooling systems were common, leading many motorists to face serious headaches. Imagine having to stop abruptly at 75,000 miles because of an engine that should be robust. Controversial and often remembered as a villain, this engine was always on recall and repair lists. A real bogeyman for mechanics and a nightmare for those passionate about speed. Now we come to our top 3 on our list. Dodge 7.0L HEMI V8. The Dodge 7.0L HEMI V8 is a true icon in the automotive world, but it's not all love. It had its share of problems that left many drivers frustrated and arguing whether it was worth the passion for this monstrous engine. With an imposing 7.0-liter engine, this HEMI was designed to dominate the roads. But be careful, its power was not always on the driver's side, and many wondered, was this beauty hiding a bomb? After 60,000 miles, serious structural problems emerged. Owners reported failures that turned what should have been a pleasure into a nightmare. Have you ever imagined a beautiful engine, but that could stop working at the wrong time? Enthusiasts passionately debated, was the HEMI's brutal potential worth its known flaws? The story of this engine reveals the dilemma that many have faced, living with the ups and downs of a true monster on wheels. At number 2, Dodge 5.3L V8. The Dodge 5.3L V8 was used in a variety of vehicles, but it was not immune to criticism about its durability. Many drivers began to question the integrity of this robust engine, and rightly so. This 5.3-liter V8 engine is known for its respectable power, but there are constant complaints about connector problems. It's like an athlete with great potential but who can't stand firm. Reports of overheating and electrical failures began to emerge after 90,000 miles. Imagine the scene. You're on the road, and suddenly, your engine starts to boil. A real trip to hell. Mechanics often found themselves having to look for additional connectors. It's amazing how a simple deficiency can generate so much work and frustration, creating a demand for improvised solutions. And now, first on our list, Dodge 8.0L V10. The Dodge 8.0L V10 is famous for its impressive power, but also for its notorious lack of durability. If you're looking for excitement, it delivers, but be prepared. Its challenges may be more than you expect. This 8.0-liter V10 engine was offered as an option on trucks and SUVs, promising brute power. But behind this power, there is a reputation that makes drivers hesitate when purchasing. With a history of significant failures starting at 50,000 miles, the Dodge 8.0L V10 quickly became iconic for its durability issues. Many drivers felt cheated this time. This engine is one of the few to be on lists for both power and problems. This duality